Now, 1962, he became Publicity Secretary of Action Group.
Yes.
Awolowo's crisis with the national leadership of Nigeria also began at that time. Awolowo was detained in 1962.
Yes.
And Bola Ige was the Publicity Secretary.
Yeah, and Bola Ige was restricted to Ubiaja in 1962.
Tell me that story.
Well, at the time, just like they would always mop up all those that were with Awolowo, they put some, I think Jakonde was in Lagos or in Ekpe. Awolowo was in Ekpe. Bola Ige was in Ubiaja, which is in today's Delta State.
Ubiaja is in Edo State today.
Is it Edo? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, interestingly, his notes, the jottings from Ubiaja, I have them. I'm going to publish them.
Tell me some of the details in the notes.
No, it was basically trying to understand why Awolowo would be restricted. They had a philosophy, and they believed that it should grow on this nation called Nigeria. That they couldn't understand why everyone couldn't understand their socialist bent, that they wanted to make life more abundant for the average Nigerian, to emancipate the common man. And if you also recall, throughout, even at independence, Awolowo was not invited. And by the time they sent the invitation, his placement within the auditorium was subpar. So the machination had started even from the 60s, obviously late 50s into the 60s. And then there was a tussle for leadership in the Western region after Awolowo moved to the national level, with the hope that, if you move to the national level, you can also impact more lives, take your template from the Western region to a larger platform. I believe in 1983, Awolowo won that election. But he was the president that Nigeria never had.
If I met your dad, I would have asked him, did Awolowo discuss any coup with him to remove Tafawa Balewa?
Coup?
Yeah. Okay. He was charged for treason.
Well, that's the easy. Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And many of his soldiers were arrested. Bola Ige was detained in Ubiaja.
Foot soldiers.
Soldiers. Okay. But soldiers. So I would have asked your dad, was there any discussion about a coup? Did you ask him that question?
No, I never did, because they would not have planned a coup. Maybe a people's movement, but not a coup. They were not cut out like that. But it was easy. You can claim treason. Back then, you can even plant a weapon in somebody's house or go and kill a ram and spill the blood on the fence and say they killed somebody, and then you arrest them. And then they control the machinery of government. So, no, I don't think so. A coup?
No.
By
1967...
That's the year I was born.
The year you were born?
Yes.
Your dad was a commissioner?
Late 67. Now, it was after the Fajri killing.
So he was a commissioner in the Western region?
Western State. There was Western State
at that point, yes, it was Western State.
So it was commissioner for lands and then agriculture under Adebayo.
And you became a commissioner of land at some point?
In Osun.
In Osun State. Now, so from 1967 to 1970, he was a commissioner in the Western State.
Yes. And
that was the period of the Civil War.
Yes.
Did you discuss the Civil War with him?
Well, again, during the Civil War, he had a huge... He played an interesting role because he had a lot of friends in academia. So even from people like Okonjo-Iweala, Professor Okonjo... Oh, sorry, Professor Okonjo, not Okonjo-Iweala. Okonjo-Iweala's father. She grew up in Ibadan. And for a few months, the family stayed with us. So, and then the relationship he had with obviously professors and those in academia, my godfather, Wole Soyinka, obviously he did not go to the war front, but they wanted a better Nigeria.
Wole Soyinka is your godfather?
Yes.
How?
How? My father asked him to be my godfather.
He was your father's friend?
Oh, yes.
Very good friend.
Very good friend.
Very good friend. Was your father a pirate?
No.
Why were they good friends?
Because my father went to the University College Ibadan between the second set, 1949 to 53. Uncle Wole was coming into the University College, I think, 1952. So obviously he was 3-4 years junior to my dad. But my dad took interest in, because there were two of them, two godfathers. There was Muyiwa Ige and Wole Soyinka. That's where my name comes from. Muyiwa Ige.
I see.
So Professor Muyiwa Ige, who was a physicist, and then you'll say he was also a pilot. He was one of the original 7.
Was he the husband of the Professor Ige?
Yes. I share the same birthday with her.
So what was it about professors that got your daddy interested?
Academics are thinkers. And obviously, the way he chose his friends, the manner he was well-rounded, he had friends from everywhere. But in particular, they had a socialist bent. And so, as I said, they wanted to emancipate the people. And even from the Nigerian youth movement in England at the time, with Uncle Tayo Akpata, who was the secretary of the Nigerian youth movement in England. And so when they were in school, they were not professors, they were students. But he was senior to them. So, but it wasn't the fact that, okay, well, I'm senior, I cannot have a friendship with younger ones. He always enjoyed being with younger people. And so he had a wonderful relationship with Uncle Wole, Uncle Femi Johnson, and Professor Muyiwa Ige, and others.
Was Mabo Guje his friend?
Oh yeah, they were at the Ibadan Grammar School together. They were classmates.
Professor Akim Mabo Guje.
Yeah, who's my sister's godfather.
Another professor.
Another professor.
You've not mentioned any politician as your father's friend.
Being a politician is not a profession. It's an avocation. You must have a primary address. My father would always say that you must have a primary address that you fall back on. Service is about serving the people. Now we're in the era of caricature. That's not the way it should be. Honestly, anyone who's in politics now should actually be a part-time servant of the people. But they have to change the constitution and the mindset and the psyche of the average Nigerian. Because, the politics we're playing now is too top-heavy and too expensive. If professionals are in governance, as a matter of fact, post-1999, I had discussed a couple of things with my father. I had this idea that, look, if a Wole Soyinka can be a local government chairman, that local government will be the best in Africa. Yes or no? Because they'll bring to bear not only their experiences, their network, to improve the grassroots. And there was almost like a pilot of it that took place. Professor Shola Adeyeye became a local government chairman in Ifedayo local government in Osun. And he did very well.